Welcome back to Larkhall in the Tuto Money Super 1 British Karting Championships. It's Mini X30 up next. Now this is a guest class in the series this year. It's not a championship as such. However, TDi Media have decided we're going to give out 3 trophies to the top 3 in the championship, the unofficial championship, at the end of the season, just to keep things nice and spicy for you guys in it and for you guys watching at home. Jake?
What a fillet for this Mini X30 class, which has been absolutely electric all year thus far. Josh McLean out in front, leading at the moment. Rashad Chigarimbo going straight for second place and getting there. Josh Rowledge having to move to cover from a very feisty Cian Shields, the 22, who has come into the field this weekend. The Flying Scotsman, as I've taken to calling him. Rashad Chigarimbo trying to fight his way forward in the 92 kart. He's there in second position at the moment as he battles his way forward. Great to see these guys, some of them who have moved up from cadet, others who have moved across from another couple of classes at a similar level, but a lot of people taking a big interest in this one. And Josh McLean, the Fusion Motorsport driver, really stepping up to the plate here this weekend. He's got a new teammate in the form of the 22, Cian Shields, the Flying Scotsman, who's had an incredible start to his motorsport career in 2018. At least his season this year has been pretty special. Out in Valencia, he was third on his debut in Spain as a privateer. Ivan Lomliev, however, he's the man in fourth position right now behind Rowledge. He is the one to watch for because he took 2 wins in the heats earlier and he's going for third position. Here he comes. There you go, Cian Shields, my one to watch. He is a stellar young operative in the first part of the season. What he has done over the course of the last couple of months has been absolutely astonishing. Meanwhile, talking of astonishing, there's Lomliev into third position at the last turn. Cracking job. And in sixth position, by the way, is the man in front of the final winner at BF International. That's Jacob McComb, the young man from Vickers Cross in Chester on the Dulux car. He's doing an absolutely terrific job, and he is there up in the top 6 fighting feisty.
A bit like Bambino earlier, it's a very small grid this, but action all the way through. We've got McLean out front. Chigarimbo will want to put right the wrongs from Wilton Mill. If you remember, Jake was right in it to win it and then threw himself off coming through the turn 2 onto the into the barrier while he was right there with an opportunity. So that all went pear-shaped for him. He's in second place now though. He wants to turn this into first.
No moisture to cope with this time, although there has been threat of rain through the weekend. It hasn't actually materialised. Was that Cian Shields through on Rowledge? Yes, it was. Cian Shields flying on home soil as he goes up in a P4 now, past the championship leader going into this weekend. Josh Rowledge has the point stand now in the virtual championship. He is only 3 back from Josh McLean, but he is going to have it very tough. Jess Edgar, leading rookie, in 6th position at the moment, trying to fight her way forward, having made the move on Jacob McComb. Good work there. And in 8th position, a man who's had very little luck this weekend, Aaron Walker of the Tuto Motorsport team, but his consistency shows that he is still up there in the top 5 in the virtual championship if things stay as they are. But when he gets a good overtaking move underneath him, Aaron Walker, he is like lightning, and to prove the point, he's made the pass on Jacob McComb for P7, so he's got through there nicely. Here comes Edgar on the inside of Rowledge. Great overtake from Jess Edgar on Josh Rowledge. Rowledge really struggling this weekend to get on the top form he's been expected of himself over the last couple of meetings. Now he comes back on Edgar. That's a great move back from Rowledge. Had to do that quickly to assert his position. So great to see him there in the top 5 once again. But this is going to be a difficult one to predict. Josh McLean, Rashad Chigarimbo and Ivan Lomliev all very much have the pace in Mini X30 this year to get the job done. Cian Shields has struggled a little bit this weekend, but this is the final. He is on his A game in this race. Josh Rowledge from 5th. Well, it's still possible to fight back.
Walker's just made a place up as well, Jake, in the final turn. Jess Edgar, you may recognise that name, Edgar, if you race around the world in karting. He is, of course, the current European champion, and he's been out in the United States for the last few years, ripping it up out there since his cadet days. He's now, of course, the junior European champion and doing so well. And Jess, another bit of karting royalty from the Edgar family. I'm sure she's going to have a big career moving forward as well.
Well, there must be something in the water at that part of the world because they just churn out world-class racing drivers like they're biscuits. Absolutely amazing. So, Josh McLean leading the way at the moment. Rashan Chigarimbo, Ivan Lomliev and Kean Shields in the battle at the top end of the field. Aaron Walker having moved up into the top 6. And what about his teammates who've had a really interesting topsy-turvy weekend? Both Dan Bolton and Harvey Ryby have had pace. There is Harvey Ryby gesturing to Oliver Duffel. Work with me, come on, let's go and catch them. Dan Bolton's had a miserable run of bad luck here this weekend. He's had the pace to be up there with his teammate Aaron Walker. And Harvey Ryby towards that tail end of the field battling with Oliver Duffel. But let's not forget, Harvey Ryby is the youngest man in this field. He's only just turned 12, so he's actually younger than a lot of the drivers in the Army Cadets. So he's doing a cracking job there. Maybe he's not quite where he wants to be in terms of his overall pace, but I tell you, looking at his sector times over the weekend, there is not a lot to find. He's done an absolutely brilliant job, and when the field is this ultra competitive, it can be really difficult to assert yourself at the front end. It's an admirable job that all 11 of these guys are doing. They're working so hard in a new class, and they are proving that this should be a national championship class.
Yeah, I'm sure this is going to be even bigger next year. We've got some news coming up, by the way, guys, for, as a minimum, this Mini X30 class. We're going to be putting on something special for Mini X30 at Glanigorse Park. I say we, the TDi Media crew. I've got some special plans for this class. There's going to be a special trophy on offer. It may go across all the classes. We're just investigating whether they are actually available anymore. But the Dragon Masters trophy, as a minimum, is going to be up for grabs. The Dragon, Welsh Dragon, made from Welsh anthracite, from Welsh coal. We're going to at least have one for the winner here in Mini X30 at Glanigorse Park. On top of the other trophies, it's going to be a special one-off Dragon Masters event. We may be doing it across all the classes, guys, but TDi Media definitely doing it for the TDi Media Cup class, which is this class. And by the way, guys, the top left of your screen, the virtual championship, those points are now in play because you are racing for 3 trophies at the end of the season, courtesy of TDi Media.
Not bad, eh? The Dragon Masters Cup. I remember you used to watch bits and pieces of that from Karting Magazine. Great to see that trophy's coming back, and great to see it's going to the Mini X30 class as well.
The greatest trophy in motorsport,
it's beautiful.
In world motorsport.
It's beautiful.
You want one, believe me. If we don't get a grid of 25 or 30 Mini X30s at Glanigorse Park, I will be absolutely astonished. If you're in Mini X30, guys, anywhere in the country,
here comes Lomliev.
Lomliev down the inside for second place, Chigarimbo back to third. If you're in Mini X30 around the UK and you don't turn up at Glanigorse Park as a guest driver that weekend for that one-off event, it may be on offer for the other classes, but at the moment it's definitely on offer for Mini X30. I tell you, what are you doing? There's going to be 20 or 30 in Mini X30 that weekend racing for that trophy because it is the greatest trophy in world motorsport, believe me.
I love Lomliev's driving style here. Oh, Chigarimbo pushing the Jade Racing Team car very hard out of that final turn. Almost ended up in the wood chippings, and that was a very, very brave save there from Rashan Chigarimbo. 3 different teams in the top 3. How about this? You've got the Fusion Motorsport man, Josh McLean, out front. You've got Coles Racing's Ivan Lomliev. You've got Jade Racing's Rashan Chigarimbo. Great to see these 3 teams having an equal playing front. Brilliant racing from these top 3 British aces. Josh McLean, Ivan Lomliev and Rashan Chigarimbo. 4th place, Kean Shields, having only just joined the Fusion Motorsport team. He was a privateer out in Europe at the start of the year. How he finished 3rd in a field of over 50 drivers was absolutely incredible to Valencia. He'd never even seen the circuit before. That's how good this kid is. 4th place at the moment. 5th position, though, is Josh Rowledge, championship leader coming into this one for the Strawberry Racing team. And then we've got one of the 3 Cato Motorsport drivers in this meeting, and that is Aaron Walker with his teammates Dan Bolton and Harvey Ryby.
Rowledge was the championship leader, Jake. No more. It's Josh McLean that's the championship leader now on 5.52. 3 points ahead of Lomliev. Now, if Lomliev overtakes him, he will literally, Lomliev will score an extra 2. McLean will lose 2. Lomliev would go to 5.51. McLean would be on 5.50. So if these 2 reverse positions, it will be Lomliev that goes to the next round in the championship lead. I say the championship lead, guys, this is an unofficial championship, unofficial in inverted commas. Well, it's the TDi Media Cup Championship, just because we want to give you guys something to aim for at the end of the season.
Lomliev is catching McLean. It's only a little bit here and there and everywhere. The gap is steady at about a second, but Lomliev is pushing. Now, He's not pushing as fast as I know he can. I wonder if he's looking after the tyres a little bit, because he wants to make sure that there's tyre life at the end of the race, because this is a long race for the Mini X30s. They've got to be very careful, and it's very hot here. And also coupled with the fact that this is the first meeting in the Super 1 calendar with the TKM karts. Now, they have a different rubber compound, and drivers were telling me on the Friday, these testing sessions on the Friday are the fastest lap times we'll see, because once the junior TKM and senior TKM rubber goes down, the circuit will be much stickier. We won't have the same kind of grip. The lap times will be slower. So obviously it looks to me as though Lomliev is playing the long game here, trying to preserve the life of the tyres a little bit, just to see how far he can take them. And then if he's got within a second of McLean at the end of the race, then he'll go for it.
Yeah, he's 1.02 seconds off the lead at the end of the last lap. We'll have a look here. Looks like he's slightly closer than a second this time. As they go through the line, what is it? Yeah, 0.93 this time. So he's not closing the leader dramatically, but he is getting a little bit closer. And by the way, guys, bottom right of your screen, that is the Dragon Masters trophy for Mini X30 up for grabs at Glanigor's Park this season. That's the trophy you want to win, the greatest trophy in world motorsport.
Never mind the Mini X30s wanting to win it, I want to win it. I want one on my mantelpiece. I don't think I can quite manage that somehow. McLean, Lomliev, Chigarimbo, Shields, Rowledge, Walker, Edgar, McComb, Bolton, Harvey Ryby and Oliver Duffel at the moment, as we have a minute and a half plus 1 lap still to go here. And look, Lomliev is chipping away, but he's doing it very, very steadily. The gap has just come down to below a second, 0.88 now. I think Lomliev is waiting for his moment. He knows that if he just chips away a little bit here, a little bit there, he'll be in prime position. Great to see the battle all the way through, though. We've got McLean out in front, Lomliev catching him, Chigarimbo steady in third. Shields is catching him, though. Let's keep an eye out for that, because Shields is chipping away. We could see 2 Fusion karts on the podium at this rate. Rowledge in 5th, Walker 6th, Jess Edgar leading rookie in 7th place. Jacob McComb leading privateer in 8th position, doing a grand job from Vickers Cross in Chester, just down the road from us. Bolton, Ryby and Duffel. Great field this, really close and really great battles. So let's have a look as Lomliev continues to chip away.
0.61, he's not closing quick enough. Now, the thing about McLean here, well, Lomliev definitely getting closer, much closer now, but if McLean looks and starts, he's just had a look now. Now, if he starts getting a bit antsy and starts defending, then Lomliev is going to be right on him on that last lap.
Well, look at how much time we've got. Now, if he crosses the line and there's a couple of seconds left, he's going to have to do 2 laps, not 1. So this is critical. How fast can McLean get to that finish line?
Lomliev doesn't want it to get there on 0. He wants 2 laps to go.
I think there's going to be 2.
I think there is.
There's going to be 2 laps
5,
to go as they cross the
4,
line. Yes, 3 to go.
Yeah,
3 to go as they cross the line. There's 2 laps to go, not 1.
That's helped Lomliev, no doubt about it.
Well, this is going to give Lomliev the feisty move he needs. Here he comes. He's on the back of McLean, and now it's game on. And for 3rd position, likewise, because Chigarimbo is having to hold on in front of Shields.
That's 2 looks now. We've said before, Jake, he's had 2 looks there. Lomliev knows McLean doesn't like the job here. He doesn't fancy it because he's had a look behind twice. And what he's saying to Lomliev is, I don't think I've got the pace to stay out in front of you. You're getting too close to me. And that is the message he sent by looking behind him twice within a couple of seconds.
Here we
1
go.
to go.
39.49, new fastest lap from Lomliev, and McLean is in defence mode, so is Chigarimbo on key and Shields. Rowledge has moved to clear away from Walker, who looks safe in 6th position in front of Jess Edgar now. Here we go. This is the opportunity as Lomliev's going to try and go the long way round and cut back for the switchback. They're going to be side by side. McLean squeezing Lomliev. No chance of getting through there. Now, surely Lomliev is only going to get 1 more real chance as he goes for the hairpin here this time. Good cover from McLean. Not sure Lomliev's going to have another response. He's going to try and get the undercut on the switchback on the inside. Will he get it? Yes, he does. Here comes the opportunity on the inside. McLean commits to it. He goes over the grass. Lomliev's going to get him on the exit. Through on the inside. Lomliev's done it. What a race. What a drive. Lomliev gets there. That's the best I've seen Lomliev race. Terrific stuff. And Shields got Chigarimbo on the last lap as well. So the Flying Scotsman is 3rd on the road. But post-race, a technical infringement docks Josh McLean. So Lomliev is your winner from Shields and Chigarimbo. Rowledge 4th, Walker in 5th from Edgar, McComb, Bolton, Ryby and Duffel. And what a race from Lomliev. Ivan, what an amazing weekend. It was a really tough fight, but you picked off 2 heat wins yesterday and the final today. We must be really happy.
Yeah, I mean, we were very fast yesterday and today as well. That was a tough one in the final, and just enjoyed it until the very last minute, so really good.
That was a killer move in the inside line there. You must have. Did you know that that was going to work?
I went for it. I knew it was my move, but tight one, but we got it in the end.
Fantastic. And now on to the rest of the fight for the next weekend. It could be a really close fight again.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, try and get a good one next time and try and win it again.
Terrific job, Ivan. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Mini X30, as we said earlier, is a guest class for Super 1 this year, not an official Super 1 championship, but the top 3 at the end of the season will get trophies, courtesy of TDi Media, and Ivan Lomliev is currently the championship leader in the quest for the TDi Media Cup.